Hey everybody, before we get started, I understand the state of the Smash community, and this video was in the works before that. I'm going to slow down on Smash content for a little bit. I'm not going to stop, but I want to do some other content too, and also it's not right to pretend nothing bad is going on and just make videos about Smash like nothing's going on. So take care of each other, enjoy the video. I am not done with Smash content, but I'll be making some other content. Thank you for your understanding. Min Min has just dropped for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I gotta tell you, there's no character quite like her. But we also got Sans, Cuphead, and now Vault Boy in the game, but not in the game, because they're only Mii costumes. But that got me thinking, what other characters would I like to see get the Mii Fighter costume treatment in the same way Sans, Cuphead, and Vault Boy did? So, that's what I'm counting down. These are just my personal picks for who I want, or who I'd be okay with being a Mii Fighter costume. Some of these characters I would actually like to see as normal playable characters, but it may be more likely that we get them as costumes, who knows. Anyways, hi guys, this is DPX counting down today the top 10 Mii Fighter costumes for Smash Ultimate. Before we get started though, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. You'll be a loyal subscriber.
I wanted to give to you, in the last part of your notes here, the significance spiritually of the number 10.
As we start off this video about Smash, let's talk about a game that is Smash, but also not Smash. That game is Brawlhalla. The game is very similar to Smash as it takes inspiration from it, but this time, items are a bigger part of the game and you're more floaty. However, the game is actually owned by Ubisoft, and they seem to have a good relationship with Nintendo, being on good terms with them and everything, and even having Brawlhalla on the Switch. So I say there's a possibility we'll see a Mii of a character from that game in Smash. As for who, well, I don't play Brawlhalla enough, if at all really, to know who many of the characters really are. So I tried finding who that Viking dude is that's usually front and center, and his name is Bodvar. So possibly Bodvar, but anyone I guess would be cool with me. Guacamelee is a really good Metroidvania game and deserves to be represented in Smash in some way. So I propose we get a Juan Mii costume, Mii Brawler. Get the mask with the facial expressions and everything. So just have his face, I guess, as well as the body with the tights, the belt, and even the muscles. It should come with the music track too. A character like Juan from a game like Guacamelee would be a really cool addition, and that should be in the form of a Mii Fighter. Plus, the opening to Guacamelee is sort of like the opening to Street Fighter. So let's see Juan fight Ryu, because why not? We can do that if Juan's a Mii costume.
So I'm going to be giving this flavor 8.5 out of 10 scoops.
Another great indie game is Hyperlight Drifter, a cool little ARPG or action RPG, like an action adventure game I guess, where you play as a dude named Drifter. He carries around a sword, so that would mean, obviously, duh, he's a sword fighter. We haven't gotten a costume in the same vein as Sans, Cuphead, or Vault Boy that's anything other than a gunner. Also, Hyperlight Drifter has some sick music as well, so a song would be much appreciated. It just needs the mask and the outfit as well as the sword and, yeah, a music track. And you got a no-brainer for a Mii costume, if you ask me. Huh, I did a thing, if you ask me. Yeah, I just explained it to you, it's worse now. A game like Hyperlight Drifter is another game that deserves to be represented in Smash in some way.
36.
Very close, but that's not it. Let's go to Gary the Retard. What number between 2 and 4?
One indie game I'm kind of surprised has yet to be represented in Smash in some way is Cave Story. Along with games like Minecraft and Braid, you can very well say that Cave Story is one of the OG indie games. So I think Quote should be a Mii costume. Quote, I feel, is a no-brainer because he has a gun and the look of a character that would fit very well in Smash, both as a Mii costume, but also maybe even a playable character. I'd actually like to see Quote as a character, but I'll cut my losses and say he's more likely to be a Mii, but I'd love to see that too.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6.
Now, trust me, I really want to see Doomguy in Smash as a playable fighter, but it doesn't seem likely now with Marty Stratton, the director of Doom, saying that he doesn't know as an answer to a bunch of questions that have to do with Doomguy being in Smash. What is more likely right now, however, is Doomguy becoming a fighter at this point. It seems like something that would make sense as we already have Vault Boy, and he's from Bethesda. So it would be cool to see Doom be represented. And just like everyone else I've listed, he's another no-brainer. Also have him come with a track of E1M1, and that would be solid.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5.
Oh my god, I forgot about
Now, I did not intend two Bethesda characters next to each other, but here is Dovahkiin from Skyrim, obviously as a Mii sword fighter. To be honest, I wasn't quite thinking we'd get Vault Boy as a Mii fighter before Doomguy or Dovahkiin, but we did now, and you know what? It actually makes sense in retrospect. And why not add a sword fighter in the same vein as Vault Boy or Sans or Cuphead with Dovahkiin? Dovahkiin should also come with the Dovahkiin song, of course. That one's great. The reason he's higher than Doomguy is because I actually want Doomguy as a playable character more than I want Dovahkiin as a playable character. I'd love to see Skyrim represented in Smash. And right now, it seems like the most likely way to do that is a Mii fighter, and I wouldn't be mad.
7, 5.
While Shantae may already have a spirit in the game, that doesn't really mean anything as Min Min has a spirit in the game and she got in as a character. Therefore, Shantae should at least be able to get in as a Mii sword fighter. I'd love to see her as a character, but with, as far as I know, 5 more slots remaining for playable characters, I feel she isn't one of them. And I also feel Shovel Knight or Sans probably would have made it in the game as playable characters, like on the roster, before her. But she can still make it in as a Mii fighter, as it would be cool to still play as her, you know? The song Shantae should come with, all these should come with the song, is obviously the track called We Love Burning Town, which is the theme you're hearing in the background right now. Shantae would be a good addition, and the best way to do that now, at least, I believe, would be a Mii fighter. Okay, I'm kind of doubtful we'll get Master Chief or Steve, as I can't really see another Microsoft character getting in, to be honest. I know Microsoft and Nintendo are friends, but I don't know, it's just a gut feeling. I think one of these two characters, though, will be a Mii Fighter. Which one, though? Well, I feel Master Chief is too big to be a Mii Fighter, and if you want to include him in the game, I feel he has to be a character. If not a character, just don't include him at all. Like, he's that big. So, I feel Steve makes more sense as a Mii sword fighter. Steve, and by extension Minecraft, is so iconic, and iconic enough to where it should be represented in Smash, since Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time. Plus, Vergaben said that there will be Minecraft representation in the game, which hasn't been proven correct yet, and he has an otherwise nearly spotless track record. As for the music, anything from Minecraft. You may want Steve as a playable character, and that's fine. But at this point, I wouldn't say it's out of the question that he'll be a Mii Fighter, and I'd be fine with that.
What kind of pencil do we take again?
Number 2. Take a number 2.
Looks like you took a big number 2.
Whenever the topic of possible Mii Fighter costumes in the same vein as Sans, Cuphead, or Vault Boy pops up, Hollow Knight may be the one I hear the most, and that's for a good reason. While he might be pretty cool as an actual character, he doesn't really seem to be on anybody's most likely of playable characters, but if he's a Mii sword fighter, I'm sure that'll satisfy many people. Hollow Knight is a great game that deserves to be celebrated in a game like Smash, and having the titular character join as a Mii Fighter is better than nothing. It wouldn't be too bad. Plus, Hollow Knight has some fantastic music tracks, and I can't pick any one of them specifically to come with Hollow Knight, so I'll let you decide down below. I'd say it's a pretty safe bet we'll see Hollow Knight as a Mii, and I, for one, wouldn't mind all too much. It'll be pretty cool. And give us something other than a gunner. For number 1, we go from one knight to another with Shovel Knight. Look, I know we already have Shovel Knight as an assist trophy, but he'd also be a perfect Mii costume. Mii sword fighter, of course. Uses a shovel. Yeah. Looking back at it, I feel it was actually kind of strange seeing how Shovel Knight might have possibly been the winner of the fighter ballot. Like the actual winner, not Bayonetta. Though, it was probably King K. Rool since he ended up making it into Ultimate. But still, Shovel Knight was still very highly requested. And it's because it would just be cool to see him in, but it would also be cool to see Shovel Knight at least get a Mii Fighter costume, Mii sword fighter, so we finally get to play as him. And, you know, he's cartoony enough. I mean, he uses a shovel instead of a sword. I mean, how cartoony is that? Come on, man. So that's why Shovel Knight is number 1. But I want to know what you think. Do you agree with my list? And maybe let me know what other Mii Fighters you can think of. They don't have to be indie games. They can be any game, because, like, I had any game. So, yeah. Anyways, be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.